Well, welcome back to the channel. Today's little ditty, we're going to be going over the ramp amp. The reason why it's called the ramp amp is because there's a giant freaking ramp going to the amplifier. Moving on, we're just going to jump right into this step by step. Here's the pathing that we're going for. Place these 5 panels like this, and they're gonna be pathing this direction, here, 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 and then we're gonna zigzag them a little bit like so. Go ahead and place this panel here, and just to make sure the fireball, it ain't 100% necessary, but place the panel here just to make sure that fireball gets moved. That tile here will move the meteor, and then and that's the pathing we're going for. Now we're just going to add the walls. We're going to wall it in to an extent. And this build is about 50% less structures than the old build. So and this only uses about 5,000 metal. So you will save structures by building this. Alright, just place the walls here, a wall, and then a wall there, walls here, here, and here. And then this is where we're going to have the block off. We're going to have some block off over here, but just wall it in, and then add a cone facing the southeast, and then a cone going the north. Yeah, like that. And then place a wall here and a cone there. And we go ahead and we're going to cone this in for a block off. I'm trying to use as less block off as necessary on this structure, but if you don't have the correct block off on here, the smasher will just want to go through any freaking walls. Smashers are annoying. So we're just going to block it off like this, and just cone it in. And now we're going to go ahead and add the roof here, and to there. We're going to put a roof here, here, and then we're going to come in here, because we're also going to have some traps in here that are secondary zapping traps. And also, if they break that panel there on the bottom floor, then they'll try to walk through here, and the traps will zap them. It's simple enough. And go ahead and change these walls to windows, because we're going to have wall darts crisscrossing, zigzagging, shooting across them into those windows, which will do that little extra damages. And that's the first box done. And if you're just trying to complete one wave and you're not trying to do a full endurance, then this little box right here, that's all you need. But if you want to do a full endurance, you're going to have that second part next to the amplifier. And okay, just make a window here. Oh, yeah, let's check it. Yeah. And the second box, which is going to be mostly for smashers, is going to be like this. We're going to box it in, and box here. We're gonna make the smasher kind of walk a little bit extra, so we're not keeping him straight. We're gonna add a half wall here for our wall dynamos for that extra zap, as there, in the ceiling, here, here, and here, and like that. And this amplifier, if you have the mini boss recycler on here and you have the extra structures from Mitch Rob's build, you can go ahead and leave that there, and it'll work fine. This structure right here is the mini boss will smash these walls, but by the end of the smash, if the mini boss does smash the walls, they won't destroy everything, because there's only one wave. And the random wave sometimes doesn't even hit here, so you only have one mini boss possibly, depending on random waves, but you know, 50-50. Go ahead and we're gonna add some block off here, and roof right there. And this is also a deterrent to keep the smasher from wanting to come straight through this tunnel. Go ahead and add these extra half panels, so if the smasher does break through there, or if any enemy husky husk, assassin husk or whatnot breaks through there, they'll have that extra walls. They'll just take them forever to break through. Yeah, and that right there is our tunnel. Now for our trapping, is going to be a little unique. For this one, we're going to have now this one tile right here isn't this trap ain't necessary, but I put a slinger wall there with 4 impact just to push the enemies back for the fun of it. And they're going to be coming through this tunnel right here. So the first thing we're going to do is do a little thing for the assassin husks and stuff. We're going to add 2 gas traps right here and right here, and that's good for husky husks, and yeah, and then 1 ceiling electric here, and we're gonna go ahead and add our ceiling electrics to our other tunnel. These work when the enemies are even with the window. It sets off the electrics for the most part. Put a 2 impact wall launcher here with whatever other perks you like, as long as it's a 2 impact on that wall. We're going to add a little wall there, and then I'm trying to think, yeah, and this is a bad propane thing, but believe it or not, 1 sound wall will last most of the match if you have Machinist Harper with the with durability perk, with extra durability perks in your survivor squad. And that one, I've tested this several times, that one sound wall with that one, it just works for the most part, unless a smasher decides to break a hole in a freaking wall and you get a detour. We're also gonna add a extra health to that wall right here, because the smasher likes that wall. That's his favorite wall. That wall and this freaking, yeah, those are his walls. He loves them. We're gonna add a crit. What was that? Yeah, crit damage, crit rate. Yeah, damage. Wall dart there. And we're going to add 1 here, and we're going to go ahead and fill in our wall darts that we need for our rest of the endurance. Yeah, I just got off work and a bit knuckered out. Anyway, moving on. We're going to add wall darts here. And if necessary, if you don't have 144s, just go ahead and fill those in over there with wall darts. We're going to add this wall darts here that will nuke down any smasher that decides to punch on these things. And if you want to, you can add a window here and just extend that wall out here, but I'm trying to save structures, and I have a structure problem, so I am trying to use as less structures as possible for these first few ramps, because these are the easier of the amps to work with. So we'll have more structures later on during our build. We're going to add 3 ceiling electrics here with a high crit damage. This will nuke down any smasher or husky husk that makes it through there on later waves. The first wave more than likely will make it to this point right here. if they do make it that far. Okay, now we're gonna add some floor freeze traps to add the extra damage when they get frozen. I believe it's like 40% possibly. I don't know. That's what I've been told. You would think they would put those kind of things on the... yeah. Moving on. We're going to place them here. Skip this tile, and we're going to place one here. And then we're going to put 3 here, like this. And by the time they reach that end, their CC should be done messed up by then. The smashers won't even get phased by that. We're going to add a smasher floor spike there, and can't remember if I had a wall. So what is it? The wall dynamo. Yeah, the wall dynamos I'm using is this one. We're going to place it here. Wait a minute. That doesn't look right. Yeah. We're gonna place a wall light on that one. My bad. And usually, the last video I did, it took me about 10 takes, and I am not doing that stressful retaking every time I mess up again. So this tutorial is going to be a little longer, and I apologize for that, but it's necessary. Moving on. The wall dynamos go here with the wall light on those 2 windows, as you've seen there. Then we're going to have a wall dynamo there, and on this wall here, and I'm going to add one here. This will, when the 2 impact wall launcher smacks the smasher, it doesn't push the smasher too much, but it will push the smasher just enough where he barely falls into that square, and he will take damage from those traps. So that's a smasher and husky husk killer tunnel. For our second part of the tunnel, which is the smasher nuke down thing, we're going to add some wall dynamos here, and let's see, what else am I forgetting? And oh yeah, I guess if you want to, you'll need to add some structures to, preferably these wooden things. This will make a smasher. A smasher will charge toward these little, if you build it like this with the cone or straight, and then an arch with arch and a angles. You know what? I think this was part of my old build, but I'm leaving it anyway. It was a part of the recycler. But I think the smashers will charge from that cliff over there and just continually fall back down. Either way, it's perfectly good. And then a couple block offs that we're going to have to knock off. We're going to knock these block offs out. You can add a extra 3 walls there if you put windows in there for the extra tiles. We're also going to block off this hill over here. You can put 2 little panels here, then a cone on top of this block off for that extra deterrent, so those intelligent husky husks. Oh yeah, and also block off way over there on that hill. If you don't have it, block off that hill way over there, near the whatever direction that I swung at, east. And that right there is most of the tunnel, except for some of the stuff that I am forgetting, so please stay tuned till the end of this video. Okay, I am missing something on that wall. I'll figure out what it is because I don't want to get it wrong. And I believe it's a wall dynamo. And the enemies are gonna come through here with the, yeah, see? Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. This is so important. We need the ceiling zappers here, here, and here, and yeah. Yep. So, good thing, y'all. Yep. And don't forget to upgrade everything. It's and if you want, you can add an extra wall here for an extra wall dart, but it's not necessary unless your traps aren't up to par, and you may want to add traps on that wall, then that wall. And go ahead and just to keep the smasher will sometimes hit this wall, so we're just gonna add a healing to it. This will keep the wall alive for like an extra 2 seconds or so, 3 seconds, who knows. But this will keep the smasher busy enough where it's not breaking the wall immediately. And that right there is the majority of the build built, besides the other things that I'm gonna cut and make sure. Alright, yeah, I'm a complete idiot and I forgot some stuff. A couple of the traps that you'll need to add to this build after you upgraded it and everything is 2 ceiling electrics here, and yes, it was a wall dynamo that we needed to place on this amp here, and I really don't want to mess this up, because you really don't want to mess something up like forgetting to add a slinger wall here. I apologize. That would have been bad. For those of the people who skipped and didn't watch all the video and don't have a slinger wall and had to come back to the video to figure out why your build wasn't working, I apologize. You should have watched all the video. But that's the slinger. That's really all the slinger wall you need, is just an angle wall there. If you don't have that angle wall, the slingers will randomly want to sling around there. And believe it or not, that's the build for our ramp amp. And I really hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial, and if y'all would like to see more, consider subscribing and hit that like button, and have yourself a wonderful day.